Hello guys and welcome back. Just smell there's something's going on. Just keep an eye out also. So I don't know what's going on with the comps, but any electrical issues, hopefully everything is a-okay. If suddenly we go offline out of nowhere. Maybe the Velcro on the charger. Something like that. And if we go offline suddenly, that just means the computer exploded, and hopefully we are good to go. But let's get into the game. We start things off on what is this? Eternal Empire between Rex and Cell. Scary stuff, but I guess we are all good to go. Whew. I was just checking a few things here and there, so we are straight into the game, and we are gonna start things off on a really solid match. Again, this is our round 2 matchup. We've been following Cell so far, and this has to be him looking for an upset, because introducing first, here on the top right of Eternal Empire LE, it is our red Zerg, looking to show off and looking to represent yet again. He won out qualifier number 1 last time in the Summer DreamHack Masters Regional. So, can he do it again though? Can he make it to the group stage in another go? And can he represent the region? It is our red Zerg, Rex. And his opponents, here on the bottom left, we saw him a while ago win it out against Lemon. Pretty even matchup, but this is a tougher test for him. He's trying to bounce back after a pretty small lose streak recently, but he is at it, and he is going for some dubs. It's our blue Zerg, Cell. Here we go again as we introduced before for Cell, Africa TV Taiwan, and he is in that top 10, winning it out, so a good way to start things off into the brackets. So let's talk about Rex a little more instead. This man of Jin Air Green Wings, he was able to win it out against so many people, against Rillikuma in the end for that qualifier number 1 in Summer, but he lost out to Expect during the stage itself for the qualifying slot, so it didn't really work out for him. It's a little bit of redemption right now within our Zerg, and I believe he's in that top 3 in the Taiwan side, so it really goes to show this guy is an absolute favorite, to say the least. But we'll keep an eye out, and we'll check on what's happening here, as it's gonna be hatchery right here, right now, for our Zerg. Hopefully everything's okay. Third hatchery gonna be online as well. And I think I'll go through this whole qualifying, until the qualifying match and all the like, to see what's gonna be going on there till the end. But let's focus on the game. Sorry about all of that, guys. I'm just a little worried, of course, on what's going on in terms of my electricity, but it is what it is, and Rex vs. Cell is underway. Metabolic Boo is going to be going online for both of our Zergs, and a Bailingness will be also on the list, as per usual. In a ZVZ, of course, you just want to have the same kind of tech against your opponents. Why? Because if they surprise you with something that you don't have, then you are just going to get swarmed by that unit. The nature of Zerg allows you to build units very, very, very quickly. And the more hatcheries you have, the more units you can get on. Reinforce those lines. Reinforce the amount of damage you can do. And it seems like for Rex, though, he's building that standard royal already. Bailingness, though, for Cell, gonna be going online a little bit there. It's something to take note for Cell. He has been always a little bit behind on the macro side. It's only a few seconds that you see him lagging behind, but they all add up, and it allows his opponents to get a little bit more on the macro department. But from what Cell does really play the aggression, when Cell is able to bring out his units, that's where he's able to win games out. And I believe for him, that's his way of recompense, that's his way of bridging the gap, and that is how he can be such a good player. But there we go again with the Bailing battle, as well as the links, going for a few folks here and there. Can this be enough of a burst? That is going to be 2 of those links going on down, and Cell right now trying to anticipate, trying to get in the middle, and that's going to be a big boom, courtesy of both sides. Rex, though, trying to fend this one off. And it's time right now for Rex to get this around and get the takedown. Still, though, good damage from Cell. And here we go again. We see him taking the lead on the worker count, and he's going to reinforce, though, with the Evo Chamber there. Roach Warren going to be into play. There we go now with the links getting in the way. But it's going to be a small opening right now for Rex. Can he get on through? Beautiful, beautiful bailing for Cell right now. He's trying to get this one done and dusted, just to make sure he can get the blow up on. But Cell right now going to be going for the attack onto the outskirts yet again. Here we go right now with the bailing onto the front side. And Rex going to get poked out and will get taken down there. But Cell is still holding. Those are going to be reinforcements saying goodbye. And Cell with an amazing defense, to say the least. Oh my god, Cell just doing such a good job there to really keep an eye out, and he is just holding the line steadfast. Cell right now, though, gonna be going outside yet again, double the army count, but doesn't really matter too much because Rex is doing something else. Into Spire play we go. Can Cell react in time? He's going for the lair, he's getting the twin extractors, but it's still Rex on the technological advantage, so Cell, this is do or die time. He's on a timer, and he needs to make sure that he can get the focus on enough before the mutas come into play. This third hatchery right now gonna get surrounded, and it's gonna be a good buy perhaps, but here comes the Banelings again from Rex. This time it's gonna be a big burst onto the backside. And the defenses from the Queen's gonna be into play yet again. There we go with more and more links. And it's time for mutas to fly in the skies. One hatchery though will go down. So it's 2 base versus 3. And if Rex is unable to get anything done with these bats, then that's gonna be the problem there for our Red Zerg. But what's a ticking time bomb right now, this all is, and Rex knows it. He knows his opponent is going to be lagging on behind on the macro department because of all the aggression he's bringing, and he is going to be looking to get a little bit more done. Cell, though, in the meantime, with these Banelings yet again in position, and here comes the attack onto the third hatchery. Those mutas, though, are coming very, very soon, and in the meantime, they have been spotted by the Overlords already. Do we see some spine crawlers here? Do we see some spore crawlers here from Cell? Yes, they are. There we go with the anti-air defenses. But it might be a little too late, perhaps. These Queens need to be ready to go. And the Roaches right now looking to hold the line on the ground side. So much pressure from both Rex and Cell. And this game has only gotten started. But right now, the Great Equalizer has turned into the great advantage for Rex. He is flying on the round. He needs to find a way to answer back against these mutas. And he's just going for Spore, 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 and Spore. Will he actually go for the Hydra then, though? That's the question here. Because here we go right now with Cell, buddy. What? Your Roach Warren. Okay, so he's gonna bust down his own Roach Warren to make some space. This does allow these Queens to actually get on through there, so that's something. That's a little bit of the issue. And I felt like it's such a tough decision for Cell, because he had to break his own Roach Warren there, because he was going for a research on the Evo Chamber. So he's gonna get a second one, and he doesn't have any access to Roaches as of yet, though he has in behind, and he's going for Hydra. So it's ground weaponry, it's ground-based compositions here for Cell so far. He wants to add things up with, of course, the range and the speed for the Hydra list, but this is a good number of mutas already flying on in. This might be the beginning and the end for Cell so far, but Rex right now is getting the advantage yet again. Queen's gonna be in position as well, and this is gonna be Bug Bolt from Cell, but the Zerglings are there to reinforce. They're gonna be the Roaches onto the southeast side, and concentration fire onto the Queen line. Those links are really helping out those mutas, and this is Cell gonna be backing on out, but the damage has been done, and these mutas are free to do whatever the hell they want. Now the drone line on the main base getting hampered. There we go with the perks. Lurker Den is not going to go online anytime soon. And for Rex right now, he is just bringing in the hurt. More and more of these drones going on down. And even though Cell had a great early game, was able to get a few pokes on, got rid of the third hatchery, you can see the damage there. One Hydraless versus the world. 3 of them, in fact. This lone Hydra, though, an absolute champ, and he's gonna be saying goodbye as well. Rex is just in such a good lead, and it really felt like that was just it. Cell has taken the economic advantage for a little bit, but it doesn't matter because Rex right now is just on the prowl, and he is bringing in so much pain. So many Queens have gone down, 8 of them saying goodbye. And for Rex, he is just waiting for something to happen. He is gonna get that victory because GG is called by Cell. And the Muta Ball advantage. When you can't shoot the air, then you are gonna be saying goodbye to your ground. The victory right there for Rex. Absolutely impressive to say the least. And he is going to take that first W on the board. The second one going to be coming our way very, very soon, though. We're just waiting for our invites. But my oh my, really impressively done by Rex. He just knew exactly to go for that Spire. He realized the situation there against his opponents, and he was able to build on from that. Seems like, though, we are going to be getting into our next map in just a bit. And, of course, the Taiwan-Hong Kong qualifier. A very hectic one. Personally, since I only speak English and I don't really want to impose on our player base too much, especially because of the language barrier, they're just like, I just hop into the lobby. It doesn't matter. It's like, okay, we're good. We're going. We're going. Sounds like a plan. But our second map for this set is going to be a classic. It will be Ever Dream LE. So Ever Dream LE, a fun map as well. Not on the biggest side compared to Eternal Empire, but it's pretty diagonal, it's pretty straightforward, and we will see who can take the high ground advantage here, there, and everywhere. All of those bases need protection. Gonna be very essential to allow the mobility to work out in one's favor. But you can see that Rex is looking to make a date with Destiny and looking to get back into the group stage. Can Cell get the reverse sweep and shut that down? Or will it be Rex still ramping on over and doing all he can and more? We'll find out as we get into this game. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. Game 2 out of 3. And Cell is on match point. Question is, can he finish things off here? Can he get the W? Because introducing first, on the southwest side of Everdream LE, it is going to be a Red Zerg with a map advantage and going to be playing the aggression with the pool first. It is Rex, looking to feast and looking to prowl. His opponent, though, on the top right, he's trying to make sure that he can divide his attention accordingly. He's trying to make sure that he'll have the answers into this game. It's our Blue Zerg down by 1, trying to prove himself against the rest of the community. It is Cell. So he has gone into the hatchery first approach and into the extractor before the pool. So this is going to be pretty interesting for Rex because he went for pool first. He might be able to get a few Zerglings here and there to get the pokes on. And whoever wins this game, guys, is going to be all the way to the semifinals already. It's going to be that qualifying match. 2 players for each bracket will move on to the group stage. And it really feels like anything can happen. On the other side, we have Mystery Man waiting for whoever's going to win against Nauticon and Kevin Liu. So I wonder how that one's going to turn out there. So we are on the top side of the bracket. I know I've lost coverage onto the bottom side as well. And well, speaking of that, it's Rex right now onto the west side, scouting around, making sure there's nothing funny, there's nothing finicky, no proxy hatches or whatever, and at the very least, circumnavigating against this overlord. Oh my, Cell is unable to see this one coming. And what does Cell actually see? That's the question there. Let's check out his vision. He doesn't know that these links are coming his way, and Rex, really good timing right there. Really goes to show here for our Red Zerg that this is what he's good at. He's getting the proper timings, and he's taking advantage of all of that in the first place. Cell, though, now gonna spot out this flood of links waiting at the wings. And while Cell is breaking down these rocks, might get caught unaware by this initial 6 squad. Time for the fight, though, and time to go for the attack. Queen's now gonna pop on out. Never go with Cell, having the answer, actually. He has enough of those links, and Rex is gonna be backing on out instead. Since Cell went for the hatchery first, he is gonna have the worker count lead. And I think Cell should be happy about that one, because we have seen Rex execute build orders like it was a piece of cake. Puts it on a piece of paper, and he's impressive, to say the least. Rex still running on away right now. Just getting chased after by Cell. And this is going to be the Blue Zerg right now, going for the pokes yet again. There we go with the DPS on. Goodbye to the initial squadron of Lings. But as Cell is on the outskirts right now, this might be the problem here, because Rex is ready to go. Metabolic Boost is online, and surrounds are going to be absolutely key. As soon as this gets into the drone line, this is going to hurt Cell a lot. And he has to react very, very fast into this one. Can he get the Evil Chambers on? Already these drones transitioning over to the main side. And oh, he's forming a blockade of workers to protect those queens. But here we go right now with the Rex able to get on through. Cell in the meantime, gonna be buying time to get this Bane and Cocoon online. It doesn't happen though. This is pretty impressive so far from Rex, because he is in position yet again to get the DPS on. 4 drones have gone down, equalizing the advantage a little bit. But no, Cell is still able to hold on. 1 queen does go down. Bane and Cocoon in behind. Here we go with the pokes yet again. But it really goes to show for Cell. He understands what to do, but it doesn't matter because the damage is there. 12 of those drones going down. Here we go with a cycle of links, and eventually the Baneling will come out to get the pop on. But my, oh my, a lot of damage on Cell's side. And something to take note, he also goes for the 3rd hatchery, doesn't cancel it whatsoever. And sure, he's gonna get good cycles here and there of some eggs, but at the same time, he knows that he is hurting so much. Rex though now waiting for the rest of reinforcements, and here we go with the flood of links yet again here from the red side. Still though, Cell trying to get the hell out of there. What's the plan right now for our blue player? 1 beautiful Baneling hit is all he needs. Make sure that he can survive. But the chances of that aren't as big as you would expect, because Rex has some really good micro so far. Oh no, though, he loses a number of links there in that skirmish, and this might allow Cell to have enough. But there we go again, though, and Rex just running away in time this time. Cell is banking on these banelings to get the save on. But this is around onto the hatchery there instead. And for now, here we go with a few more pokes here and there. Cell is keeping an eye out in behind all of that. It seems like Rex is going for his own banelings, and a good bust on there as well. But still not enough. Rex is waiting for something. Rex is waiting for an opportunity. Maybe, just maybe, he can get the pokes on to these Banes. Still, though, keeping an eye out so far. Really feels like our third hatchery will be saved by the Baneling tech. So for Rex, though, aggression is his play of reference right now. He's trying to make sure that he can figure something out with these initial lings. And he did get a good speed run in to try and hamper onto the natural. It did hurt a lot of drones. That was something to take note for Rex. But is it enough? Seems like it's still not the case, because the worker count in the lead for Cell so far, and Rex is just adding it on, piling it on, and making sure that he can play the aggression. Here we go, though, and again, Bailey right now gonna get the pop on again, and then to the natural, into the main base, infiltration with 3 of those links, but it doesn't really matter too much. Rex, though, in the meantime, gonna get his own Bailey Cocoon out in front. Queen now gonna be there, and a few pokes onto a few more base yet again. Rex doesn't even care, though, so far. He's just letting these Zerglings run on in to get the pop on. And so very close right now for Rex to pick off that Queen. He does so. Here we go, though, with the Baneling yet again. Good foot barrier courtesy of Cell. But Leather first onto the right side. And it seems like it's just a few waves here and there from our red Zerg. He just wants to make sure that he can get pokes on. And Cell right now is losing a few Banes to only 2 to 3 Zerglings. So some really good micro control so far from Rex. On the third base we go again. Queen gonna be there. That's gonna be another Baneling getting the bust on down. And my oh my, GG is called Cell with the ironclad defense. He ties it up, and we are going into game number 3. Gamble there from Rex, not panning out as you would expect. And a victory there for our other Zerg player. Kudos to Cell, though. Able to win one back. Could have gone either way. But that defense onto the ramp was all he needed to stay alive. And checking into those Banes at the right time, absolutely impressive to say the least. So we are gonna go into a map number 3. We are going at it, guys. And it really feels like it's just one of those games, one of those sessions, one of those series that really deserves your attention and deserves the respect of these two players. Absolutely impressive to say the least. And it really just goes to show that this is an exciting time. Game number 3 gonna be coming our way, and here we go right now into another ZVZ. What's next, though, on the list? What is gonna be happening here? What is the plan of action? Cell versus Rex in this game, and who will be able to get the W? That's gonna be the question there. Who will be the winner? Who will be the one to move on to the first qualifying match? We'll find out as our game number 3 has been picked. And it is going to be on the macro side. It seems like we are going again into the cold front. Ice and Chrome LE is where it's at. There you go, guys. Confirmation of our map pool victory there for Rex on Eternal Empire. Cell taking care of business on Everdream. And only one win away for both sides. Who will take it? We'll find out as we get into the game. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. We are at it yet again. Onto the southwest side of Ice and Chrome LE. It is our Red Zerg looking to prove himself and looking to do one better. He is in the top echelons of the Taiwan scene, trying to get back into the group stage itself, going to the next stage of the Taiwan-Hong Kong region. It is our Red Zerg playing on. It is Rex. And his opponents on the upper right instead. A Blue Zerg trying to prove himself, trying to get the comeuppance. He has already gotten one game here, and he's trying to do the same old thing yet again. Can he prove himself to be a little more refined from what we've seen? It's our Blue Zerg, Cell. So here we go, guys. We are at it yet again. Another battle with Hatchery versus, again, this time from Cell, though. Playing on the macro side. This is how he won out on Eternal Empire. Maybe, just maybe, he can do it yet again here on Ice and Chrome. And I really feel like the playstyle of Rex will work out a lot better in a setup like this, in a scenario like this, because of how he is moving around into this game. Because for now, it does feel like for Cell, he is always just trying to catch up on the macro side. And a while ago, we saw Rex take a really, really good look at it. He is very impressive in getting the proper vantage point, the proper tech in the first place. And really just goes to show that's what some of these guys can really do out of nowhere. Absolutely impressive to say the least. And it really feels like this is some of the best that Taiwan, Hong Kong, and all of the other countries involved here have in store for us. Fernando Cell is going to be transitioning a few drones here and there. Going to get the Queen in to play as well. And for now, this is the Overlord floating around in the middle of the map. Rex in the meantime going to be trying to get his own Queen up and about. Build up for Rex. He pops out with a Queen. Gets the spawn larva on. And it is time for them to get a few more units here and there. Make sure everything is fine and absolutely dandy. Still though, timer ticking on both sides. Cell right now gonna be looking for a 3-base setup, and Rex in the meantime keeping an eye out. We'll see the Queens right there. Both sides doing the same though, and this one Ling, he has gotten 1 kill, so he's hungry for it. He's thirsty for some blood, and he wants to get a few kills here and there. Maybe, just maybe, it will pan out for him. Not gonna happen whatsoever, because Banelings instead gonna be the order of this game. So, you know, so far in CVCs, I always mention all about that tech, but when you do see one player go into something absolutely specific, it's really interesting on how they go at it, how their playstyle works in a way, and what they think is the right answer against whatever's coming his way. So, Fernando, Rex, gonna be trying to get the hell out of there, because Cell is coming his way there in the first place. It seems like this Bailey Kun gonna get spotted. It's time for it to get busted on down. Goodbye to the upcoming Assassin's Viewer, but here we go all to the natural yet again. Rex right now trying to play the aggression and wants to go for the Queen. Cell, though, is defensive enough to make it happen, and he will stand the test of time. Rex, though, in the meantime, getting a few more Banelings here and there. Cell gonna be doing the same to defend. And we have seen this before from our Blue Zerg. He has been able to micro those Lings correctly, and he's just able to make sure that that will be enough. Rex, though, gonna be going for the bust onto Banelings, that they are too tanky there to just die in one fell swoop. And here we go again with a few more Lings to approach. So it seems like we're seeing a little bit of a mixture of Everdream as well as Eternal Empire, because Rex is playing the aggression yet again, but he has gotten the 3-base setup on. Still though, that's a beautiful one there from Rex! And he just drifts on in to get the takedown there on a good chunk of Lings so far. Overlord, though, gonna get spotted and might be going down here soon. Rex, though, in the meantime, on the low ground still. And there we go with a few folks here and there yet again. But Cell is just keeping an eye out. This is just our Blue Zerg. Oh, what a pop there in the end. So, though, the damage is not enough. Rex, he is gonna be looking to play a few more Lings, a few more Banes, but in essence, he is macroing in behind all of this. It's more of a distraction right now, because Cell is going for as many units as possible, and it seems like we see some Banelings pop there already. But in the meantime, onto the main base we go. Skirmish gonna happen between the two Ling squads, and eventually that will be our Blue Zerg holding the line. On the other side, Cell is already attacking the third base. 3 drones have gone down, and action happening on all fronts here. All about these Lings right now. All about the chase. All about getting those kills. It feels like for Rex, though, he has such a scary, scary army composition in terms of the number of Zerglings he has. 34 of them running all around. But at the same time, Cell has 42. And he is going to be looking to get a little bit more done. Seems like, though, that Cell and Rex equalize after a few more Baneling shots here and there. And in the end, someone's got to give. Someone is going for the Roach War. And it's Cell first, with Rex trying to do the same in behind. In any case, though, This is Rex right now, keeping an eye out yet again, and that is going to be the hatchery getting surrounded there in the first place. Zeldo in the meantime going through a few folks here and there. It's time for the attack, it's time for the aggression, it's time to get the DPS on yet again. Here we go though with all these things running on around the map here in another instance. And it seems like for Rex right now, he's trying to play as defensive as possible. Wants to get rid of these Zerglings inside his mineral line. That should be enough to get the mop up yet again. Time though ticking for both sides. The question is, who will be able to get the better ground-based composition here? Will it be Cell or will it be Rex? Trying to play the roaches on as much as possible, because they're going to be keeping an eye out on those counts. And it seems like for Cell though, he wants to finish up the wall, but the Bailing! Another big blow up there to get a takedown in the first place. Zeldo in the meantime still going for it. So Rex on the other side though, losing that hatchery. And what a strike force here from Cell. He has shown he can play such a good aggressive style into the early to mid game, and we saw success from it because of his victory against Lemon. So it really feels like for a Cell right now that if he can keep this up, he can really go a long way. But Rex on the other side, he knows his opponent doesn't play good aggression, and he is going for a bigger armor count. Bailing's now going to be coming his way yet again. And Cell is playing defensively now with the roaches. It really feels weird to see our aggressor having to hold in front of his natural just to make sure that he is going to be the one defending. But instead, Rex has turned around the script yet again. But these Banings are looking for a few folks. There we go with a bust on down yet again. But Rex right now with the advantage. He has the concave on. And this extra DPS here from our red side. Rex is on the prowl. And he is just looking to be the Apex Predator into the scene, into this game. Banings right now into the middle line. There, not enough. 2 of those throws going on down. But still for Cell, he's getting more of these roaches through reinforced. Drones haven't pulled those. 6 of them going to fall on over. Overlords just blocking the action so far. But it seems like for Cell, he should have enough here to defend. Rex gonna get caught on that just a little bit more. But the fight not over yet actually. More and more links right now, and Cell is trying to hold steadfast on this third hatchery. He does get another cycle of roaches, and will save one of them to turn it into a Ravager. But as we were talking about all of that, it seems like Laretech gonna be researched by both sides. Really good micro though on to our players, and Cell is able to defend yet again, so he can go for the aggression. But in behind all of that, Rex getting the worker lead, getting the drones on, and he should be good to go to play a little later into the game. Seems like though that was just an advantage Rex was able to take. Attacking on 2 fronts, absolutely impressive. Cell right now might get caught unaware here, because here comes those Zerglings right now, trying to chase after the Ravagers. They're less tanky, of course, compared to their armored Roach counterparts, which is pretty interesting because the Ravager is a big fat unit, and you would expect it to have more HP than that. But it is what it is with 2 drones going on down. Something to take note though, Cell did really well a while ago was pick off this third hatchery. It slowed down whatever Rex wanted to do, and in all honesty, if Rex wasn't able to get that much damage against Cell there, it could have been Rex just gonna be in such a big hole per se against his opponents. Cell though, our Overseer, is looking on around the map yet again. These are roaches right now for Rex, waiting onto the natural. And it seems like it's a little bit of a reprieve here into the avalanche of action we have had so far. And the Ursidon just getting pushed around, saying, hey, guys, can I be part of your army? Can I be part of the Zerg Swarm? And goodbye to the Overlord there as well. Learning from mistakes. I love this from Cell. As we finally get a little bit of a moment's rest in this game, with 3 bases up and running for each of our sides, they are very confident to go on to Spire. The question is though, will it be Corruptor or will it be Muta? My money is on Muta. Muta is such a versatile unit and is fast enough to really strike at middle lines here and there. Really just goes to show though, there's a lot of respect between these 2 players so far. Neither side feeling too much of the advantage. Neither side playing too much of the aggression. And well, for Rex right now, he's just running on around as much as possible with those links. Onto the middle of the map he goes. Cell transitioning a few of those drones onto the third base, oversaturating it actually. So wouldn't be surprised to see an expansion there, as we do see, of course, our blue Zerg at the very least scouting with all these Overseers. 10 minutes in though, upgrade tab is going in favor of Cell so far. Oh my god, the Banelings do connect! But at the very least, it's only gonna be 8 of them, and Cell is still in the lead. Though for Rex, that's a really good strike, and perfectly placed, perfectly timed honestly there, to find a few more of those workers. Speaking of work though, it's time for Rex to put in these bats at work yet again. A while ago, he won because of the Muta advantage on Eternal Empire. This time, though, he might have to deal with a different kind of case because it is Cell going for his own kind of Muta ball. Overlord's now getting picked off, supply blocking our Zerg so far. So the next cycle of eggs, they all have to be Overlords or nothing. Still for Cell, at the very least. He has a good flocked, and it's 9 versus 15. Who will be able to get it out, though? Cell is trying to go for a few pokes here and there. Rex, in the meantime, looking to congregate his forces. And again, our Red Zerg gonna be playing the aggressor. Cell, a while ago, he has been on the prowl. This time, he is on the back foot. From that second game, he was the one playing defensively onto this third. He's gonna be doing the same old thing. And this hatchery gonna get cancelled before it pops online because there is no way it would have survived in the first place. But it seems like for Cell, though, the first victory has to come from the ground. He's helping out. The Roach is there. Ravage gonna be going for the pile. But a good evasion there from Rex so far. And Cell right now looking to hold with all these units. Queens now with the fusions here and there. But it still doesn't matter because this is Rex going for the push. He has the army advantage. He has bigger numbers. And there we go with the bounces. Getting the DPS on yet again. On the ground, though, Ravagers versus Roaches in the air. It's gonna be a mutable. Look and still stay on. And Rex right now reinforcing his lines with another set of bats here. These mutas are giving chase, and they're getting the DPS on yet again. Zergans right now to get this round and clean up the ground, but it doesn't matter so far because Rex will be able to win it with the Mutalist net again. He is really the tamer of all those flying units, and echolocation gives him the victory. What a play there from Rex. So there you go, guys. Victory for Rex. Impressive to say the least. And I gotta say, on just how that game went, it really goes to show that when you are a little more refined on your macro, and then you are able to play the aggression at the same time, it doesn't matter if your opponent is really defending too well, because you are able to take the lead there. You're able to build on that, and Rex will get that 2-1 victory. So there you go, guys. We are done with our round number 2. Rex is our first qualifying match qualifier. So there you go. Absolutely impressive to say the least. Rex got the first round bye, and he beat Cell, though, in a very close series. So I gotta say kudos to Cell, and I can't wait to see him into the next qualifier. But we will be right back, guys. Stay tuned, stick around. We'll see what's next on the list here for Taiwan Hong Kong qualifier number 1.